All right, moving forward, let's do the focus round, Eric.
Sure.
We're going to start with, it's FOCUS, focus. First one's fun. What do you do for fun? It says here, golf, family time, and you love some comedy.
Yeah, no, I love golf, and I would say that is my obsession as far as recreation goes. By no means am I a great golfer.
I had the Bomarito on here. Huge golf guys. I don't know if you watched that one, but Daniel and Jeff Bomarito, they're amazing. They own Bomarito Art, and huge golf guys.
Yeah, I mean, for me, golf is very therapeutic. You get to, you're just out with your buddies in nature. Your phone's turned off. Every round is different.
You drinking beer out there?
Maybe. If I'm depends who I'm playing with. I would say if I'm serious about golf, I'm not drinking, but,
And are you playing more for fun? You playing for business or some of both?
I would say for fun. Honestly, golf for business is kind of a pet peeve of mine, that if, lots of vendors constantly are soliciting me and they want to take me out to do stuff, which, I'll take a free round at Torrey Pines. I'm not going to turn it down. But to have someone chirping in my ear the entire round about, the products and services they provide is sort of the opposite of what I'm trying to do with golf.
Sure.
So no, I would say for me, golf is an escape from work and just a way
It's something you actually do as a hobby.
There's always room for improvement. You're never going to perfect it. Every shot is different. Every round.
You are an athlete and an entrepreneur. These are proper, you're just trying to get better, man.
Yeah.
The journey all the way through. Okay, you do family time as well. And tell me about the comedy, roast comedy. You watched the Tom Brady one, I'm sure.
Love the Tom Brady one. Yeah, no, I thought Tony Hinchcliffe was fantastic.
Saw him live at the Mothership in Austin.
Yeah, no, big fan of roast comedy. We have a culture at my company, Palm Tree Properties, that we're kind of habitually roasting people in the office. As long as your joke is funny, nothing is really out of bounds. I mean, we're not doing it to be mean to one another, but I think it's a great way to build camaraderie and just something that I feel like I have a natural talent for.
Love that. Same thing at ADU Pals, dude. We crack jokes all day, and basically nothing's off limits. And everyone has to have a sense of humor pretty much to work there. It's not a requirement, but you're not going to last long if you don't have a sense of humor. That's pretty awesome that's kind of the culture that you built there.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the advantages of having your own company, aside from the economic advantages, is that you get to cultivate the type of experience that you want in terms of your day-to-day. Because, I mean, if you're going to spend your whole life working hard, you might as well enjoy it. And so I make a very conscious effort, being the boss, that I want it to be a fun place to work. I want it to encourage growth and productivity and help people improve themselves and just have this positive, supportive environment. I literally, during the interview process, I tell people that we have a super strict non-complaining policy. And that if you do come in here complaining, the first time you'll get a warning, and the second time you're fired.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not even bring me a solution or 2 solutions or 3 solutions.
It's just if things, the brokerage business is hard and things are going to go wrong all the time. And the sort of the mopey agent who's like, oh, woe is me, my escrow fell out. It's like, hit the phones, go get another deal.
Love it.
The best way to get over your ex is to go on a new date. It's the same thing with real estate. You lose a deal, you get a new deal. You'll lose tons of deals.
I love it. The O, opportunity. One opportunity that was a game changer for you. You have 7200 Parkway Drive.
Yeah, so 7200 Parkway Drive is a shopping center in La Mesa that I would say was a big inflection point in my brokerage career. I started out as the leasing agent for this property and put together a really lucrative deal for the landlord for a new charter school to move in there, and just worked my butt off on that transaction. And they really appreciated it, and it started to forge what ended up being a really, really lucrative relationship.
Nice.
That owner, about 2 years later, there was a death in the family, unfortunately, and they had to liquidate $15 million in assets in order to settle their trust. So I ended up getting the listing for that property and for another property, and sold both. One of them was 6.8 million, the other one was 8.5 million.
So you're saying by going the extra mile to really working hard for these guys, which was a leasing agreement, you ended up building a relationship that when it was time for them to sell, through whatever the reason was, they chose you as the agent.
Exactly. I had sort of proven myself with this smaller opportunity, and then just to finish the chain of events here. So I sold the La Mesa property, and then they gave me the listing to sell a property in Temecula. And the person that I sold each of these two properties was this buyer who was in this enormous $70 million 1031 exchange. So I ended up being able to parlay into a relationship with them and sold them a total of 7 shopping centers.
Beautiful.
For like, I think, $75 to $80 million in total consideration. But it's like, had I not taken that original leasing assignment, I would have never set off the series of dominoes.
And performed, went the extra mile for your client.
Yeah, no, it was at that time in my career, I was 2 to 3 years. I think I was 3 years in when I got the leasing at the Parkway Center. And it was a big deal for me then. So I put all of my eggs in that basket. I was just working constantly, going to all these meetings. Literally I put hundreds of hours into securing this one lease.
Love it.
Which is not typical, but obviously it paid off.